Okay, so we're in Imola and I got someone really special that I want to introduce you guys to. This is super cool. We got Sarah.
Hi.
Hey. So you are in charge of this box.
I am, yep.
During all the sessions and during the race.
Yep.
I love this. Carbon fiber, you have the McLaren logo. So open up and show me what's inside.
So inside here we have the TV screen where all the data I need is shown, including where the position of the driver is on the track. We then have all the numbers needed. We've got lots of different letters. The main ones I use are the position and the lap. We then have some more in-depth information that if we do actually lose radio contacts, the race engineers can ask us to put different bits and pieces of information on the board to let the driver know what he needs to be doing.
So what does that mean? That's cool.
So for example, you might have call the brakes if the driver needs to call his brakes. There's all sorts of different information on there. Luckily, I've never had to use these yet.
Okay. So you look at the screen, and that's where you kind of keep track of the race.
Yes.
And then you have the radio where you can...
Yeah, so we've got the radio here, so in the headset, which I can talk directly to Mark, his race engineer.
Yep. You mostly speak to Mark.
Mostly speak to Mark, yeah.
Because you're Lando's.
Yes, I am.
You're on Lando's side.
Well, normally we will, obviously, but he's off at the moment.
Exactly. And then we have the actual people behind you.
So during the practice and qualifying, on the top line I would put the fastest lap of the session. And then I put the position he's in and how many laps of that run. So we just have lots of different runs during those sessions. And then in the race I put the distance to the car in front, the distance to the car below, then again position and laps. And for the laps I count up until the last pit stop, and then from the last pit stop I'll then count down.
Okay. But is it sometimes stressful to get all the numbers on?
Yeah, it's not too bad on a normal track. For example, Monaco, I have to tape all the letters on and the numbers because the underdraft is so strong, the letters will come off unless you tape them on. So that can be quite a lot to do. Later on in the year when we have the second Bahrain, which I think is only about 45 seconds a lap.
Wow.
That's going to be...
How many laps are there?
I'm not actually sure yet, but a lot.
I mean, if it's a 45 second, it's going to be over 80 probably.
At least.
So you're going to change that 80 times.
It can get.
And then you put it out. When do you usually put it out? How early into the lap?
I'd probably put it out on this one. It would be the last corner to make sure that as soon as he comes around that corner, he can see it, because obviously he hasn't got long to have a look at it. So as soon as I can, really.
Do you know how much he, or Lando in this case, actually looks at these numbers? Is that?
I think some tracks more than others. For example, sometimes we're right in the braking zone, so he's not going to be looking at it unless he really needs to. But we do need to be here, because if you lose radio signal, then I'm the only source of contact with the driver.
How long have you been doing this exact thing?
Since I started trackside, so 4 years now.
4 years, that's crazy. I love all these. I mean, every time I see you doing sessions and you have all these different things, I always think like that must be super, keeping track of all the numbers and making sure that you're on the right lap and it changes. There's a lot of information you need to sort of...
once you get the hang of it, it's fairly straightforward.
Alright, thank you so much for showing me around.
No problem.
Alright, have a nice day.